Thank you, Leader Schumer, Senator Murray. Yes, today we say no more. No more of an out-of-control, militarized ICE roaming the streets of communities across the country. No more terrorizing our communities and detaining innocent children. No more beating and detaining Latinos simply for the color of our skin and because we occasionally choose to speak Spanish. No more killing United States citizens who are out peacefully protesting or monitoring this activity. That's brought us to this point. We're all here because the whole world watched as ICE and CBP officers killed 2 Americans over the course of 2.5 weeks in Minnesota. Not because those shootings were unavoidable, but because Trump's ICE and CBP are out of control and seem to be empowered by this administration to act with impunity. In the wake of Renee Good's tragic death a few weeks ago, it didn't take the administration long to try to blame her and send a message to ICE agents that they, according to the administration, had complete immunity. Number one, no, they don't. Number two, it's the opposite message to send. And it should not shock anybody that less than 3 weeks later, we saw the shooting in the back of Alex Preddy. Our position is clear. Separate the Department of Homeland Security spending bill from the rest of the bills, and let's work on meaningful reforms. But I guess the real question to our Republican colleagues is this: how many more videos do they need to see? How many more masked agents coming out of unmarked cars, kidnapping people off the streets? How many more citizens need to die in broad daylight before they agree enough is enough? There must be real oversight and accountability. Yes, for the agents on the ground, but also from the leaders giving them their orders. ICE and CBP are not above the law. I also want to be clear about this. This is not a political or even a policy disagreement over immigration. It's about the responsibility of the federal government and everyone representing federal departments and agencies to operate lawfully and professionally. That's not hard to comprehend. Most Americans get it. The vast majority of Americans across the country are infuriated by Trump's cruel, relentless, vindictive mass deportation campaign that has rounded up, the vast majority of the folks that they have rounded up do not have violent or criminal records. For mass agents, detaining people so aggressively, often violently, and also call your attention to, once they're detained, the horrible conditions many of them are being held in. I saw with my own eyes in California City last Tuesday, the largest detention facility in California. You've seen the videos out of Texas and now Maryland and others about the conditions that detainees are being kept in. And all for what? If the letter from Attorney General Bondi to Governor Walz is any indicator, it has nothing to do with public safety. The demand for their voter rolls tells you what this is really about. It's about trying to rig the next election and their desperate attempt to hold on to power. It's despicable and unacceptable. Congress must assert its authority. Republicans and Democrats in the Congress must assert our authority as a co-equal branch of government to end this chaos and reel in this administration's abuses of power. So that's what we're standing up for: true oversight, real accountability. The Department of Homeland Security cannot be allowed to receive more funds while they act with disregard to the law and the Constitution.